Hey everybody, welcome back to Mary Bird's Backyard Garden. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mary.
And we're here with another special episode, Mary, of Mary's Backyard Garden.
That's correct.
What do we have going
Very
on today?
special.
Do we have anybody special with us?
We're sitting here with a guest.
Hello, everybody.
And who is it?
It's a special ghosty girl we have.
Oh boy.
Cool, Amanda.
It's Ghoulie
Ghoul
Amanda.
Amanda.
Nice.
No, you're not a ghoul.
Not a ghoul.
I'm a girl.
You're a girl.
A goyle.
This is our daughter. She's hanging out with us today here on the podcast, and we're talking all things spooky season.
Ooh, All Hallows Eve. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. Mary, you're going to go over today. We're going to do some stuff. A little different today.
Little on the different side.
But we have to start it out with what's new in the garden this week.
Today was glorious day. We ended up having a fall day, windy weather, and cooler temperatures, and it's time to start planting your pansies.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, get those pansies out there now.
I like it.
Get out your snapdragons, your pansies. Ooh, you could even try some nasturtium.
Okay.
That'd be great.
And I don't know what those are, but okay. Nasturtiums.
Nasturtiums,
All right.
our front flower bed has a beautiful display of purple
Nasturtiums.
fall asters.
Oh, asters.
With a little yellow dot in the center. That's just the perfect colors for Halloween, isn't it? Purple and yellow.
Yes.
And I have had several comments on it's a native plant, and I've had a lot of people make really good comments on it.
Nice.
And I think that is about all I have for what's new in the garden this week.
Well, we do have our special guest here this week.
We do.
And Mary, you have a special podcasty kind of a thingy that we're going to do.
You know what? The neighborhood's getting all dressed up for Halloween. And I was, in the back of my mind, I was thinking we should put a wreath on the door. We haven't had a wreath for a long time. I think last Christmas we tried to hang a wreath in the very front of the house between two pillars because we didn't know where to put it. But yeah, the neighborhood's getting all dressed up for spooky season. And so I thought we'd do a wreath for the door.
Nice. And Amanda's going to
Gotta
help.
decorate your garden.
I like it. I like it.
Before we go down that, I know Amanda has had some really good success with one of her houseplants lately. And it goes perfectly for spooky season because it's a monstera.
A monstera.
Ooh.
My sudden success only lies in the fact that I started remembering to water it.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
And its little roots started coming out of the soil. And I thought that the container was too small, but it turns out I just wasn't watering it. So I was looking for water.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's my success. That's my key to success.
Is that the big long one, the giant one? No.
Well, both of them, both of my plants were dying because I wasn't watering
But
it.
was it the big one? What's the big one you have that goes all the way to down the floor?
It's a pothos plant.
Oh, pathos. Okay.
It is about, I don't know, 12, 13 feet long.
It's long.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It is so heavy. You could call that one Frankenstein. And the other one, Dracula.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
So, and that is your full key to success. A little attention.
Yes.
So everyone out there, water your plants, and that'll do it.
There are children in our family who've gotten the full green thumb from Mary Bird, and I'm maybe
You are one of them.
I'm not to the same extent. If it's on my calendar to water, then I have a green thumb. If it's not, then I don't.
Oh, write it on your calendar, people.
Schedule it in.
Schedule it in.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Good.
That's perfect. Have you been noticing things around town as you drive back and forth to work and school that are different? Seasonal changes?
You know, I don't think that I've noticed a lot. I think stuff is starting to kind of turn brown since we're going into winter, Texas winter, which is not that cold, but
No.
stuff still starts dying out.
The grasses are turning brown.
They are.
They are. Mm-hmm. It's been exceptionally dry, I think, this fall, but that's probably one of the reasons. Well, excellent. We're so glad that you are here today with us visiting.
I do have one fun fact about Mary Bird because she brought up this plant earlier. Is that Mary Bird's favorite phrase to use is snapdragons.
Oh, snapdragons. It is her
Oh,
favorite.
snapdragons.
So it's your snapdragon season.
Oh,
Oh.
I love that. You know, it's so cute because I had always heard them called snapdragons, but I never understood where the name came from. And one of my daughter-in-laws reached forward and pinched the little flower, and it snaps out just like a dragon. Hence the name.
Is that why it's named that?
Snapdragon,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought maybe it's supposed to look like a dragon. Guess not, huh?
It does when it snaps.
Okay.
It's like a snap noodle.
And another fun fact, that's Mary Bird's second favorite phrase.
Snap doodle. A lot of snaps going on in the house here.
Well, kids, I have an assemblage of items on the table, and I was thinking we could talk about Halloween as we try to put together a wreath for the front door.
Okay.
And our front door really doesn't have a way to hang anything on it. So we do have a little glass panel in our door, not very big. And I got these suction cups that I'm going to try with a hook on them. I'm going to try to attach those to the door this year and see if we could get the wreath to stay on that way.
Okay.
So that's my plan.
Well, if not,
Anyways.
we'll throw a nail in the door. No.
Oh,
Do that.
you would never do that.
No, I'm not going to do that in the front door. That's what we did the other one. All right. What do we have?
Amanda, you're very artistic, and Jeff is very creative as well. And so Jeff and I went and just quickly gathered some different items. You know, it's Halloween. You got to have a little sparkle. You got to have some colors that are on the spooky spectrum. So we have some garland. It's sort of a woolly sort of garland with purple and green, and it looks like it has cats on it. Oh,
Cats?
That's a big cat.
It's not a cat, is it? It is a black cat.
It's a black
Oh
cat.
man, you know when we bought them, I thought they were ghosts. Now I'm looking at them. I have my glasses on right now. I didn't have my glasses with me. I thought they were ghosts.
You were just picking stuff up willy-nilly, huh?
Yeah. Okay, black cats. I like it. I like it.
Cats. Jeff picked out a wreath that happens to have some skeletons on it.
Hey, that was a kind of a cool thing, right? We were able to get a wreath
Very
that already had some attached skeleton heads.
Ooh, I was happy about that.
So it's a good start for us.
Yeah, that's a good base.
Which I kind of like. It's not a huge wreath either. It's nice size.
I like that it's branches instead of leaves.
Yes, it
The
does have
main part
branches
of
in
the
it.
leaf.
It's black with branches and nice scullies in there.
We did not get a metal form. We went with a one that has a more natural
Yeah.
reality. Yeah. I did want to ask the question while we're beginning to get started on the wreath. What was your favorite costume? Did you have a favorite costume that you have worked with?
Worked with or worn?
Or worn.
Okay.
Pardon me,
I
worn.
haven't worked with many costumes, but sometimes I wore some.
Did you have a favorite when you were a kid, Jeff?
Let's see. No, I don't think so. In the 70s, when I was growing up, late 60s, early 70s, we were the traditional whatever was on Saturday morning cartoons.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know, whatever the popular character of the day was. Superman, Batman, Captain America.
Scooby-Doo.
Is there
Well, I never did
one that you
Scooby-Doo.
remember the most?
I think I like Superman. I was a Superman guy. My grandmother made me a Superman cape, and so I used to
She did.
cruise around the house there as Superman. So I did like that one.
You were very little.
Yeah, I was very small. And I don't know. Other than that, I think, just kind of goofy stuff as we got older.
Yep.
And then we had kids, we dressed up when they were little.
Oh, gosh, that brings me to one of my favorite. But I was wondering if Amanda had a favorite.
I do have a favorite. I don't remember how old I was, but I had a Bratz.
Oh my
dressed
gosh.
up as a
Completely
Bratz doll,
forgot.
and I
Yes.
absolutely loved that costume.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Right
One of the
about
only ones
Bratz.
that I remember vividly. I would wear it today.
No. Well, maybe you can still get you one.
I could be a brat doll for Halloween this year.
You could.
I do remember. So most of our Halloweens were in Texas, where it's most of the time it's hot. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Really?
man.
But we did live in Minnesota for a little bit, and I remember our first year up there. A couple things that they're very family oriented up in Minnesota. They do everything they do is family, which is really cool. And I remember the first Halloween we were there. It was nice and cold.
Oh, it was amazing.
And there was just a massive amount of people in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. All the kids and parents, everybody dressed up. And it was kind of like the traditional, like you see on TV.
Like you might see on TV.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was really kind of
Yes.
cool. It was different than it had been in Texas. And they went out early. They ended early. And that was it. There was no lingering. And but it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and the weather I think made it a little nicer too. And I think the kids liked it because they were little up there. But yeah, that was kind of a fun one.
That was definitely a great Halloween. I remember we came back. Amanda wasn't in part of this, sadly.
I wasn't alive.
But we did come back, and we had hot apple cider back at home, which Amanda does love. I know that. Well, one of my favorite costumes was right after we just got married. And I don't know, Amanda, if you've seen these pictures or not, but I borrowed my mother-in-law's yellow onesie, which
gosh.
was fuzzy.
Yeah, I saw that picture. I saw that picture not too long ago.
And I wore a pair of rabbit ears on my head. So I ended up being a giant yellow rabbit. And for some reason, you decided to paint your face and you wore a hat and a suit coat.
Well, I had a half a face. Remember, I painted it was like a half of it I painted white and half I painted. I don't even know what I was supposed to be.
I don't know why we did
I
that.
had no idea what that was.
But it was very much fun. That was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And my mother-in-law, the funniest part about the whole situation is I'm very tall. I'm a very tall lady. And my mother-in-law was not a very tall lady at all. She was probably, what, Amanda, maybe 5'5".
Tiny.
She was tiny. But we did good. We made it work.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Hey, I guess you guys are doing good on the wreath.
I know.
Putting some what is that?
We
Leaves?
ended up with some
Leaves?
foliage that
Foliage.
has sparkles.
Sorry. Okay, going foliage.
The little foliage has a dark green color to go with our muted
I like it.
mossy
I like it.
skeleton heads.
And
Okay.
it's sparkly.
And I gotta have my
Most important
sparkle.
part.
Oh, gotta love the sparkles.
Gotta
It's
love
looking
the
good. I'm liking it.
sparkles.
I'm liking it.
We have
Trying
to
to
get your
some
opinion in here a little
foliage
bit.
in here. Yep.
And some
We gotta-
foliage.
We gotta
Leaves.
dress it
leave
up
it
a
up.
little bit, right?
Yeah.
Dress it up, make
Yeah.
it look full.
It looks cool.
Well, that's what you could do with any wreath, whether it's from natural material that you might gather from your garden, or, you want to create a more lush, full wreath other than just the base that you have. And you do kind of follow the curve of the wreath. You kind of follow the curve of the circle that you're going around.
Nice.
But let's say someone did want to go out and gather branches or things like that and tie them in a circle for their garden. What I would do to make that wreath last longer is I would have a bucket or a tote filled with water. And when I cut those branches, I would submerge them into the bucket and let them let them soak up all the water. And then when you build your wreath, they'll be well hydrated and they'll last.
Nice tip.
Yes, and I haven't tried this, but I am going to try it, is if you have glycerin and you let your flower stems soak in glycerin, that they will last much longer. They won't dehydrate very quickly.
Does it like preserve them or something?
Kind of like preserves them.
Okay.
Embalms them.
That's a scary thing for Halloween.
Halloween reference. Well, interesting because we bought this year. We bought we always buy pumpkin, but we did buy this year's pumpkin. We carved it, and then Amanda, you and Mary, you guys were looking at how to preserve it because it's still, we still have a couple weeks left for Halloween. And came up with some
interesting,
as you researched it, some strange ways to preserve them.
Strange, right? Did I tell you about those?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, I got it on very good authority, the internet, but I did find it on some pretty good trustworthy websites. That what you could do with your pumpkin is you scoop out the insides and so forth, and you might want to have that tote or that big bucket, and you want to soak your pumpkin for a short while, maybe 20 minutes or so, in a mixture of 1/3 cup of Clorox bleach to about 2 gallons of plain water, and fill up the tub that way, and then soak your pumpkin.
That sounds weird. It sounds weird that it's bleach. It seems like it would change the color or do something.
Well, it won't. I know, because we do use bleach to whiten things, right?
Stuff, yeah.
But when people used to do their hair, they didn't use Clorox bleach. They used hydrogen peroxide. That's what removed the color back then. But you're right. A strong solution of bleach might affect it negatively. So maybe you just want to use a weaker solution. Make sure it's weak enough, and it will knock back any bacteria or fungus that's going to invade the pumpkin right away and keep it fresher.
And that was one. And then there was one where you put, what do you put, like...
oh my gosh, I forgot. Yes. What
was it? It was, one of it said you could use WD-40, which would just be horrific. The smell of WD-40 all over your pumpkin alone would that's a non-go there.
Like if you put a candle in there, it would just actually...
I don't know.
Yes.
It didn't make
Nobody do that.
No, but it was just funny because it did say you could spray it with WD-40 to preserve it. And I was like, why? Okay, number one, why would you do that? Because the smell would just be...
Yeah.
WD-40 doesn't smell good.
I don't think you want to do
it. It would be gross. But then the other one was put, what's that? What's it called?
Well, if you coat it with something, one of the tips is to clean it, wash it really good with soap and water before you carve it. Make sure it's well cleaned on the outside, and then to coat it with like a Vaseline.
That's what I was trying to
or
think.
Something. If you're going to put a real candle inside, I wouldn't do that. I'm not real sure about that.
I think Vaseline would be weird on it, though.
We didn't do that.
I mean,
it's slippery.
I know.
It blocks the air.
No, I mean, I get it, but it'd just be, isn't that weird? That'd be kind of weird, I would think. But we went with the easy method.
Your favorite method. Wasn't it your favorite?
It was my favorite. I didn't know how you were going to do it. Luckily, we don't have a huge pumpkin, but
we didn't get
I carved this pumpkin, and I don't know what you guys did.
You don't know?
Oh,
no.
Wow. It was put in the refrigerator.
I wrapped it
overnight
in a trash bag, and that was one of the best suggestions for keeping your pumpkin fresh. And if it starts to wilt down on you, they said you could revive it a little bit. And we did. Yeah, we did that, and it stayed very firm.
So that one seems better than the other
fresh
options to me.
Yes.
like you said, but ours, the pumpkin we got isn't huge. If it was huge, I don't know. Or if it weighed a lot, I mean, I don't think I'd put it in the refrigerator either. But
but it doesn't weigh any more than a turkey.
no, that's true.
Yeah.
But it did work out. I think it worked out good.
I think it did too.
I didn't know you did that. I woke up the next morning and opened the refrigerator. So, hey, the heck's going on?
Surprise! Oh no, Amanda, did you get yourself?
I did,
Oh,
but it's okay.
See,
The price you have to pay.
the
the
price.
price you have to pay for a Halloween
dear.
wreath. It's looking good. It's got the
dear.
leaves. So now we have the base, which was a black wreath with skulls, and now we have the foliage.
It did make
On
a
it?
big difference, right?
Yeah, it
we
looks
put
good. Looks really
the
good.
foliage on there. As long as you don't add any of your own.
Your own.
You don't want to leave any of your own
I know,
foliage in there.
It does look good. It looks cool. And then you guys are putting it on with a little wire. Okay.
I
like
have
that.
this is a 26 gauge little wire, like just had it in the craft room. And what we're doing is just kind of any of the little leaves that fall off the foliage, I'm threading a piece of the wire through the middle of the leaf and then tying it onto the wreath somewhere. Just
Nice.
to get a little extra sparkle in there, you know.
Well, it's looking good.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
We haven't held it upright yet. It's still lying on the table.
I think
I think it was. I think we
I think
should
it's gonna
keep
be
it
good.
lying down until we're done.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I agree.
It's a
I agree.
mystery of
Oh,
creativity.
a mystery. Ooh, that's perfect for
So this year in Austin, we live right outside of Austin. But this year in Austin, there's an area called Hyde Park, and they're kind of very famous for their Halloween there. There's is it one? It's one long street, I think, isn't it? Mainly
It's kind of the neighborhood, but there's one primary street.
one primary
that has-
street. All the houses decorate. And they do haunted houses. And it's kind of a community thing down
It
there, a
is.
neighborhood thing.
They block the streets
block the
off for
street.
pedestrians.
And it's really cool. And they've been doing it for years down there. We haven't been in a long time. And I think this year we're going to go with
With our family.
our family. And we're going to go down and check it out again and see how it is. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been a long time
I'm
since
looking
we went.
forward to it too.
And we're even taking the puppies with us.
And we have costumes
They
for them.
have costumes.
How many years have you tried to get costumes on
Let
those
me
dogs?
tell you guys, my father, Jeffrey, does not like costumes for dogs. And I think every dog that we've had in my lifetime, I have tried to get a costume for, and it's never worked. And about a month and a half ago, me and Mary Bird went to Target. We were unleashed in Target by ourselves, which is always dangerous to do. And we stumbled upon dog
We
costumes.
did.
You did. You came home with dog costumes.
Now, we found the perfect costume for our boy dog. You could not ask for a better costume for him. And he is going to be a chicken
It's cute.
That is good. That's a good one.
because Gilder is exactly like Don Knotts in the movie The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
He is. He's a
the
goofball.
epitome of that personality.
It's
So-
cute. It has like a hat. So the chicken's head is a hat that you strap on to him. And it's really cute.
It is. It is. I'm going to admit it's cool.
You're a changed man, Dad.
I
You're a
know.
changed
I
man.
know. I was reluctant I was trying to protect the pups, but you know what? Full bore ahead now.
What are you talking about? I think they loved it.
They did love it. They did love it. So they're going with us. They're going to go walk
This
around.
is
They're going to do Halloween with us with their
This is
costumes. So
surprising.
I don't think they're
it's gonna
trick or
be
treating.
great.
I think they're going to have to walk with us, but no trick or treating for them. No candy.
Maybe they'll have dog treats.
Oh well, we'll
feel
see.
like
We'll see.
That neighborhood would have dog treats.
I think it would too. So anyway, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun. Lots of people down there. Lots of cool costumes. People are very creative
Oh,
that go
that
there.
is the part I'm looking forward to so
Yeah.
much. Just unbelievable costumes and so out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
One year, I saw this couple coming down the street, and they had got clear umbrellas, and they were all dressed in like iridescent fabric, right? And they had balloons and streamers hanging from the floating and hanging from the umbrellas, and they were a pair of jellyfish.
They were jellyfish. That was actually one of the best costumes
That was
I've
one
seen.
of the best
That was
costumes
very
I've
creative.
seen. Yes.
I like that one. So we got that to look forward to.
I'm ready.
And,
yeah.
And speaking of costumes, we don't have to reveal what you guys are going to be.
Mhm.
But Mary Bird, Mom has been very into dressing up this year for
this
Halloween.
year's been
yes.
different.
Been very inspired.
Well, our neighborhood kind of goes all out sort of as well. And people have been decorating their homes and their yards, which I think is outstanding.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love it. And so it just got me thinking about, got me excited about it.
Getting in the mood. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's going to be fun. I even have a mask. I'm going to be wearing a mask, and I don't know what else.
It's horrifying.
It
It's
is
a horrifying mask.
and I love. So I got the mask, and immediately I was asked, so now what's the rest of the costume look? I don't know what the rest of the costume is going to look like.
What did I ask you? I said, what? I can't think of what I said. Anyway, what? Supporting.
Yes, for supporting. I step one, I got the mask, and then we go from there. So I don't have a fully thought out
You just need like
concept.
a trench coat or something.
That's what I was thinking, like a trench coat, a hat, trucker hat on top or something.
There you go.
Might do that, but I'm not. We're not fully evolved
Not
until
fully decked.
we'll figure that out. Day of, I think, for me.
Well, let's see if you could guess. For myself, I will be having a broom.
Wonder what it could be.
What could that be? And my familiar is going to be a chicken.
You're familiar.
Oh boy. Okay.
One Gilder chicken.
Okay. Oh, Gilbert's going to be
Yowzers.
familiar. I got you. Well, we did see, and I almost got my favorite as part of the Harry Potter movies, the sorting hat.
Yes.
I was going to be a sorting hat. Wasn't sure how to ensemble that outside of putting the hat on my head. So,
Okay, I've
was
shared a
very
fun
funny.
fact about Mary Bird, but now I'm going to share a fun fact about Jeffrey Bird. My father, my poor father has grown up around me, who's a very nerdy, grown up. He hasn't grown up. I've grown up around him. He's a very nerdy kid, and I've always loved sci-fi, fantasy. My father cannot remember any crucial elements of any major series ever, except for the only things he remembers are the tiniest moments that have nothing to do.
but I enjoyed the
story at
movies,
all.
but there's only certain parts that stick.
If you asked him about Harry Potter, the only thing he could tell you is sorting hat.
Sorting hat. Love the sorting hat part. And it's not even, I think I watched it again. That part is like literally
30 seconds.
a minute maybe. Favorite part of the whole series is the sorting hat. I wish they did more sorting hats. I don't know
They
what
are
else
in
to
the
say.
books. There's a lot of sorting hats.
Yeah, I love the sorting hat. But
Thinking.
I can't remember character names that well. And I've seen the
actually-
movies
it's
100
remarkable.
times.
Yes.
It is pretty impressive. I got to be honest with you.
It's a perfect movie. Perfect for this season.
It is that Lord of the Rings. That's another good one. That's kind of a holiday. I don't know why they're holiday movies, but they seem to be holiday movies.
They do.
It's another one, another series. Well liked. I remember a couple things from it, especially the trees with the burning heads and the walking trees. That's my
That would
favorite
be
part.
the 5 seconds
That was
he
another
remembers from that series.
5-second activity, but I did like it. What can I say?
But you do like your movies this time of year.
I do.
Usually movies that me and Mom cannot.
I like the scary ones.
Cold.
Got to watch the little scary movies. And that's why I see the wreaths coming right together. It's a scary wreath right there.
Right now we have these little pom-pom shaped flowers, and I didn't go with real. I went with fake. But every once in a while you have to dress up the garden for a short time, and these are very good for that. So I'm happy with it.
They look good, actually. I like it. Green and yellow, which is nice. Going with the theme.
Purple.
Purple. Where's purple? Oh, yeah.
Got some purple.
Okay, I see some purple.
I think that might be called puce.
Puce. Okay. Let's go purple. We'll call it purple. But it's looking good. I'll be proud to put that on the door.
Well, that sounds terrific.
However we decide we can do that. I like it.
Yeah. So what else do you think we should do for Halloween? What other interesting dressing up the outdoors?
Well, if we're not going to be here on Halloween night this year, and we put up our little village. We got a little Halloween village that we put up.
We did.
Indoors, obviously. So that'll be nice. And then a lot of the neighbors already have lights up already. Some have Halloween lights, which is pretty cool. And then others just, I think they are starting the season off early.
Yes.
With some lights. And we did see there's a couple houses that I think they have what they have those permanent lights now where you...
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, you can have them come by. They'll put permanent lighting around your house. And it's there all year. And it has a controller that allows you to change colors, or you can put...
Wow.
You can do different, designs. You can have them flashing and whatever, which is pretty cool, actually. And I got to think there's a couple we walked by or drove by that must have those because they're lit up pretty well. And I can't imagine that they've only done that for Halloween. I think that is a thing now, doing the permanent lighting. So Christmas, Halloween, whatever the season is, you can just put them on.
Oh, they just have some type of control in your home.
There is a control. Yep, they're controlled, and you can change the colors. You can do all the changes, but the lights themselves are up. I'm sure they're LED lights, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And we've seen some houses that are lit up. The one at the end of the street's really lit up really well.
It is.
So the spooky season, and they'll go to Christmas, I'm assuming, after that. Maybe they'll do Thanksgiving. I don't know what light colors are. I don't know what turkey colors. Yeah, I'm not aware of turkey lights, but...
Well, I'm looking forward to the whole holiday season. I think I'm really looking forward to it this year. This is kicking it off in a big way. Amanda, right now, I found these bright orange disco ball looking little ornaments.
I like that.
Amanda's inserting them around the different skeletons. So you could haunt your home with any type of glitter. I think glitter is nice because I like it. It's shiny.
I agree.
But yeah, you could create a haunted effect.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I think, and you were saying earlier, so, I mean, we're not using any live stuff right now, but, a lot of this stuff could be live from your garden, right?
The other day we were putting together some arrangements and I ran out of enough material to fill out one arrangement. So I went out in the front yard and I clipped Burford holly, which we've talked about before, and I clipped some roses that were still in bud. I clipped zinnias. When you clip a zinnia, you want to have it still in bud. You don't want the petals to be opening, so it'll last longer in your vase. Oh, and I can't remember what all. I clipped some verbena, a little lantana, but then I learned maybe you shouldn't have that in your house, so I might have to remove that. And I just did that process where I dunked them in water and soaked them in water. And yeah, they've held up really well. And it's been very pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, you could definitely go through your yard and your garden and you can create lots and lots of different decor for your home. We have a bamboo that we've talked about before here on the channel. And I noticed there are some dead twigs, dead parts of the bamboo, they might have got dry, I don't know. But if you clip those off and tie them together, you could create a bamboo wreath.
Yeah.
you
Oh, those
know?
would be good for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
twiggy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sticky out and
Yep.
brown, stuff like that.
I did learn today because I was trying to figure out the origin of wreaths on our doors. Because obviously they come from wreaths that like the Greeks would wear on their head.
Oh, yes.
This is Christmas oriented, but I did learn that originally it started because people were trimming their trees to be actually a triangle. And whatever clippings they had left over, they were making wreaths.
No, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
my.
Interesting.
So they would not waste it.
So they wouldn't waste it. Yep. They would start, pulling them together to be wreaths.
Oh, that's good.
That's cool.
Very nice.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Thank you.
That's all the information I got about it. But
Well, I think Amanda might be interested in this, but I did understand that it does go back to Roman times, but it also goes back to Celtic history and Celtic lore. Hence, we have the name Yule, and that was one of the Celtic, a reference to a Celtic deity, I suppose.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so we have the Yule log and Yule tide, and you get a wreath.
And you can have a Halloween Yuletide.
Now we went to Halloween and
Maybe.
probably a Thanksgiving, and I've seen them for.
Easter.
I've seen a lot of wreaths for different.
Everything.
Seems to be a thing now.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that is that's
Yeah,
good that you
very
brought
nice.
that up.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Long tradition.
Very cool. So what?
What
Yeah.
else we got?
What else we got? We're gonna see. You guys are just about finishing that up, and then we have
We're gonna
the
infamous.
ghosts that are not ghosts that I said, hey, let's get those, and I had no glasses on, so I couldn't see it. Now I see they're black cats,
They're black cats.
but you know what? They're still pretty cool.
It's really cute.
Yeah, it is actually. I mean, it's still Halloween. It's just it's long too. I like it, and it's I don't know what do you call this, Mary?
Garland.
Garland.
Okay,
It's
Amanda, what do you
it's
call
a
that? A garland?
puffball garland.
Sorry.
Call it a thingy and a thingy. I like it.
A puffy little garland.
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
I think that's going to look good. This looks really nice.
So cute, right?
that. I like it.
Really, I am always an overbuyer. I buy too much, really, but just dressing this up with 7 of these little orange balls, a few of the puffy flowers, and the sparkly greenery. And it already looks
Yeah, it
pretty
looks
fantastic.
really nice. Very nice. Because it was, I mean, it came, like a basic, really the only thing it had was the skulls and things. But it looks nice. You guys have done a good job on it.
It does look nice.
Yeah, it
And
looks really good.
I have enjoyed doing this podcast with you. This has been great. It's always nice to have a pleasant guest on.
It's fun to hang out with you guys and do this.
Yeah, this was nice. Nice, relaxing, calm, cool.
I didn't think it was going to be calm when we were talking at the beginning.
No, it's really nice.
Very good.
All right. So we'll definitely get some pictures up on the blog.
On the blog.
And show you the creation that has been created. And
I encourage everybody to dress up your yard a little bit. It's so fun.
yeah, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun with it.
Definitely.
And get out there and check out everybody else's decorations too, because there's some cool stuff out there.
Yes.
I mean, it seems like people are, I know for a while it seemed like people weren't doing anything, but well, at least in our neighborhood, there's a lot of little kids here too,
there
which is
are.
kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool to see, but a lot of people do a lot of stuff. They've done a lot
They
of decorations up, which is cool to see. All right. Well, Amanda, you have any parting words for us?
I don't think so. It's been really fun to hang out with you guys, talk about wreaths.
Nice.
Thank you for bringing the historical context.
It was very short, but you're welcome.
Succinct.
Thank you.
It's very good. And these are not leaves. This is foliage.
Foliage.
It's
Foliage.
just to correct you.
And this is garland.
Garland. Okay. That thing is a garland. Okay. All right. Mary, anything else?
I wish everybody happy gardening. May your seeds sprout and start planting your pansies.
Sounds great. All right. We'll see everybody here next week. Same time, same place. Thanks for joining us here at Mary Bird's Backyard Garden. We'll see you next time. Bye.